Morning, another beautiful day in God's kingdom. Today, I want to take a quick look at something that we find in the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 28. And in this chapter, David is presenting his son Solomon to the elders of Israel, because he was handing over basically and saying, this is going to be or presenting to them that Solomon was going to be the king in his stead at his death. But let's just take a look at something that he says here, which perhaps is kind of like a secret, to David's devotion to God. And here he says in 1 Chronicles chapter 28, let's read from verse 4. He says, "However, the Lord God of Israel chose me above all the house of my father to be king over Israel forever, for he has chosen Judah to be the ruler. And of the house of Judah, the house of my father, and among the sons of my father, he was pleased to make me king over all Israel. And of all my sons, for the Lord has given me many sons, he has chosen my son Solomon to sit on the throne of the kingdom of the Lord over Israel. Now he said to me, it is your son Solomon who shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. Moreover, I will establish his kingdom forever if he is steadfast to observe my commandments and judgments as it is this day." And there's a common thread, a common word, that we find repeated over and over, in those verses that we read. And it is that word choice, that word chosen. He keeps saying, God chose me. God chose Judah. God chose, out of the house of my father, he looked at all the boys there and he chose me. Out of my own children, he looked at all the boys and he chose Solomon. And he comes up with this, this word chosen. And I don't think, that it is a coincidence. It shows you that David understood perfectly well that God had many choices, and when he picked him, it was because God wanted him. And so every time and all through his life, I believe that thread, that understanding that, hey, God has plenty of choices, and the fact that he has chosen me, means that I must stay in the place of humility. And that is the same thing for us as well, as believers, children of God, that the fact that you're chosen to be in the place where you are, to do the things that you're doing, to glorify God with the life that you have, and so on and so forth. Hey, remember that God had a lot of choices, and if it's settled on you, it is for a purpose. So why don't we just choose as well to live for him and to do the things that he wants us to do and to be all that he desires us to be? God bless you. Have a beautiful day.